Raise your hand if you believe in magic. Well, I believe in magic because I'm a magician. And a real magician could make an elephant appear right here. Or make you vanish. Or a magician could reach into this hat and pull out a rabbit. But I can't do any of those things. Because those are tricks. I want to talk about real, everyday magic. It does exist. It's everywhere. You and I have the power to change lives. If we focus our magic. Madam Contest Master, fellow magicians, what is real, everyday magic? Arthur C. Clarke says that advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. That means to a man from 1,000 years ago, cell phones, computers, cars, airplanes would all seem like magic. To a lot of folks my age, the internet seems like magic. Some of you guys out there, I bet women seem like magic. My point is that there is magic in the mundane. I'm going to say that one more time. There is magic in the mundane. Let me give you an example. I'm fortunate to work with a charity that provides free eye examinations and eyeglasses on a mobile van to kids in need. Some of these kids have special needs. Kids like Kenny. Kenny was 15 and autistic. He couldn't answer our questions or help us in any way. In fact, the whole time that Kenny was there, he was having a wonderful conversation with Kenny. But as you can imagine, that made examining his eyes a bit tough. But even though he's sitting there in that chair, yammering away, oblivious to what's going on around him, the doctor was able to do an exam on him, just like she would for any other unresponsive patient, every day. And guess what? Kenny needed glasses. So the lab technician made a pair of glasses for Kenny, right there on the van, just like he would for any other patient, every day. And he put the glasses on Kenny's face. There was silence. Kenny had stopped talking. Kenny was looking at the eye chart. Kenny was studying the eye chart from top to bottom. Then Kenny smiled and looked at the doctor. And he said one word. Magic. Magic. For the first time in his life, Kenny could focus. For Kenny, the focus was in his eyes, but it was more than that. We knew he had had a bad time in school, and this was magic to him. What had been everyday and mundane for the doctor and the lab technician, to Kenny was life-changing magic. Now you can see magic like that happen every day. Not long ago, I was in line at the service desk at Walmart. And I was behind a woman who was having a seriously difficult time with the clerk. She was trying to send a large money order to her family in Arizona. And the clerk was trying to break it up into little bitty small pieces. So she was getting angry and frustrated with him. And he's getting angry and frustrated with her because she doesn't understand why he has to break it up into small money orders. And then there's 16 people behind me who are getting angry and frustrated with both of them. So I decided it's time to focus a little magic on her. So I stepped up and I explained to her that there was a state law that required the clerk to break that big money order into small money orders because there were some bad people who ruined it for the rest of us. Well, she thought that was funny. She laughed. And the clerk looked at me and mouthed, "Thank you." And then I mentioned to him that he might check that abbreviation because the abbreviation for Arizona is AZ, not AR. That made both of them laugh, and then they focused their magic and solved the problem. I felt like a magician. But there were still 16 angry people behind me. They were not amused. But hey, a guy can only focus his magic in one direction at a time, right? Friends, do you know someone who has something that's out of focus in their life? Do you wish you could just wave a magic wand and make it all better? It might only take one well-placed word, or a timely phone call, or a hand up to change someone's life. What's simple and mundane for you, for someone else, could be life-changing magic. Remember the story of Kenny. Now his magic was his focus. Remember that you have magical powers. Focus your magic on helping others. You have the power to change lives. And then you will be a real magician.
Silence, please.